Hello, so today we are talking about Plague Tale. Just letting you know, just like with all my other recap videos, there are going to be some slight spoilers, nothing major, but if you want to know nothing about the game, then just move along. This video is not for you. Okay, so first let's just start with a summary. Basically, it follows Amicia and Hugo, who are siblings in the 1300s, I would say. And basically, a plague just happens, and all of Europe, wherever they are, France, I think, just overrun with rats, and rats bring disease. Fun fact. And they get separated from their mother. And so part of the game, we're trying to find the mom. And we also find out that Hugo is sort of connected to the rats in a weird way. Little mini spoiler here. He does eventually learn how to control the rats. That does take a while, and it happens kind of closer to the latter half of the game, but it is an important part of the game. So throughout the game, we are basically running from one, rats, obviously, and two, like guards, a bunch of dudes with weapons. They're very scary because basically is he the Pope? I don't know, not the Pope, but he's like some religious figure that basically kind of sends a bunch of people after us. It's kind of complicated, honestly, but basically we're trying to run away from humans and rats, and it's kind of stressful. And it starts off kind of being more of a sneak game, but then I feel like focuses a lot more on like attacking than sneaking, weirdly enough. Like at first, you only have a few weapons, but then you like gain a bunch of different things to kill people with, I guess. Different like herbs you can mix together to create weapons to fight against the rats and these guards, these soldiers, whatever they are. Well, it sounds really descriptive. But these bad guys, basically. And yeah, so it can be kind of difficult, and there are certain situations where if you don't do it exactly the way that the game wants you to do it, then you will probably die over and over and over again. So that's really fun. Definitely not one of my favorite parts of the game, because I tend to do it a lot. If you watch my playthrough, it's probably just really frustrating to watch, honestly, just watching me die over and over again. But it's different. So it was still fun. I was glad to finish it. Anyway, I'll get back to that, but let me just get into some things I liked about the game, because right now it sounds like I didn't like it. I really liked the art style. They spent a lot of time on the environment and making the game feel immersive, and art style just really beautifully done, I feel. The voice acting is also nicely done, I felt too. The accent, they have like French accents, and it's nothing too overboard. Like they're both not annoying at all. Hugo even has a cute voice, which kind of adds to him being like the cute little sibling. He's just like kind of adorable sometimes. I like to compare their relationship, Amicia and Hugo, to Life is Strange. Life is Strange 2, that is, when we're talking about Sean and Daniel. Daniel was probably around the same age as Hugo in Plague Tale, but Daniel was 1,000 times more annoying. And maybe that's just because Hugo had a cute voice. I don't know, but it's just everything he did was kind of adorable. But like, even when he was annoying, he wasn't annoying for long, and I felt like he had a better reason for being annoying, because he was essentially cursed. I mean, he's cursed with this kind of gift. I don't know what you would really call it, disease. So, there was more reason for me to sympathize with Hugo, even though he was an annoying kid, But their relationship together was really cute, and you could tell that they definitely cared a lot about each other, and they were always there for each other. There were a couple times where they get separated, but they, once they get back together, they work really well together. But maybe it's just because Hugo hasn't reached like the angsty teen years yet, and maybe he will get really annoying when he's a little bit older. But anyway, I know I'm just rambling about that. There's just a lot of things to talk about, okay? A lot happened. Okay, so The art was great, the voice acting was great, the environment, they did a great job. They did a great job making you hate rats. They're very loud, and just the sound of rats would drive you crazy, to be honest. But they did a good job. I think that was on purpose, and they definitely did make you hate rats and every religious person in this game, but that's besides the point. But I guess definitely the most annoying part of the game was the gameplay. And honestly, I can't tell if it's because I'm not used to playing games where you have to like sneak around a lot and also just try to kill people, I guess. Either way, I mostly play visual novels and role-playing games. So there isn't a lot of games that I played that do that. So I'm just not used to it, I guess. But I also feel like they probably could have told you, or probably could have given more hints or made things maybe just like a teensy bit more obvious. Because I get that maybe other people who play this kind of games all the time or probably had no problem. And maybe that's just my fault. It could just be my fault. But there were just times where I felt like, okay, come on. Like, do I have to die this much? It can't be just me. Is it just me? I don't know. But there are just times where, whether it be the checkpoint, there weren't enough of them, there weren't enough checkpoints. I think that was part of it. Because once you got through a stage or a scene, got done with a scene, you're waiting for the checkpoint to happen because you're just afraid that you're gonna die and have to do the whole thing all over again. That was annoying. I mean, I just learned today that I completely forgot about dodging. When I finished the game, it was about a year after I started the game. So when I started the game, they tell you how to do all of the controls, obviously. And they tell you that you can press B, I think it's B, to dodge in the very beginning of the game. And so when I picked up the game again, I kind of forgot that was a thing. Not kind of, I completely forgot that was a thing. But I would have loved a reminder. Something in the game be like, hey, maybe did you forget that you can press B? You probably should have done that during this specific moment where we really wanted you to press B, but for some reason you didn't press B. Just a little hint, just a little something. Just to save my sanity just a tiny bit. That would have been really helpful. I feel like I've been ranting about that forever. Let's just talk about another positive thing. I liked the ending. It was a peaceful ending. It was a happy ending somewhat. That was great. Glad there was some kind of positive note that we ended on. Now, would I recommend this? I know that's what we've all been waiting for. This recommendation. God, I'm so dramatic right now. Yes, I think so. I mean, it was a well done game. There was just, some negative gameplay issues that I didn't like. But they definitely, spent a lot of time on certain aspects of the games. And I liked the story and the characters. It was just really nice to look at least. But yeah, so if you're used to those kind of games and if you really enjoy sneaking around a lot, then I think that you would like this game. It is a bit pricier than other games I've played on this channel. It's about $45 on Steam, but I got about 18 hours of playtime, and if you're not me, it probably will be less, 15, 17 hours. I think 18 was the longer end, but it has a very positive rating on Steam and it's pretty popular, so I think it's worth the play if it goes on sale. So overall, I thought it was a good game that, kind of challenged me. It was different than other things I played recently, and so it was a nice change of pace, and I'm really glad that I actually finished it because I'm not great at finishing games. I mean, I shouldn't really say that. I can finish games. I'm not terrible at it, but there are some that I just kind of left off. So anyway, I'm glad that I got to finish it, and I hope you enjoyed it, even though I'm sure it was a frustrating watch. I'll just say that. And I kind of feel bad that I put some people through that. But I'm glad I did it, and yeah. So let me know what other games you would want me to play. I already have an idea of what I'm playing next. It's going to be kind of similar to Neocab, so kind of getting back into the old comfort zone. So thank you so much for watching, and especially thank you for watching my whole playthrough if you did, and if you didn't, well, you can look down in the description because I will leave a link to the playlist there, or you can find it on my channel. Anyway, so thanks again, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye! So thank you so much for watching.